Welcome to Juniper's Contrail product demo series. This demo showcases Contrail as a powerful platform that can dynamically provision DDoS Secure service to mitigate distributed denial of service attacks. Juniper Network's DDoS Secure mitigation technology is deployed in some of the world's busiest e-commerce and public sector websites. DDoS attacks have evolved from high bandwidth volumetric attacks that bring down web servers to highly sophisticated, targeted attacks that threaten the availability of critical business resources. DDoS volumetric attacks are still a problem, but defenses exist, and these attacks can be nullified. The emerging threat of low and slow application layer attacks is much harder to detect and mitigate. Juniper's DDoS Secure is the world's most advanced heuristic anti-DDoS technology that can detect and mitigate both volumetric and low and slow attacks. Using its unique charm algorithm, DDoS Secure analyzes traffic flow and intelligently responds in real time by dropping suspect or non-compliant packets as soon as the optimum performance from critical resources begin to degrade. Juniper Contrail is a powerful platform to realize network function virtualization, dynamic service provisioning, and network orchestration. There are significant benefits to provisioning DDoS Secure with Contrail. For example, by leveraging network function virtualization, service providers and enterprises can quickly deploy services on demand and scale services up and down on existing network infrastructure in a cost-efficient way. Additionally, Contrail automates the provisioning and service chaining of the DDoS Secure service to truly protect web service applications that are dynamic in nature and can be running anywhere in a data center or across multiple data centers and moved on demand. In this demo, we will show you how DDoS Secure can be dynamically provisioned through Contrail to protect a web server from both volumetric attacks and slow loris type of attacks targeting the application level. Contrail and DDoS Secure do not restrict where the service can be deployed. DDoS mitigation service can be offered as a value-added service by a networking service provider, as we've shown in the Contrail NFV demo, or provisioned by the enterprise themselves in their own private cloud. As a first step, through the Contrail user interface, I will create 3 virtual networks called DDoS Left VN, where I will launch the attacker virtual machine, DDoS Right VN, where the web service virtual machines I want to protect reside, and DDoS Management VN, through which I can access the DDoS Secure Management Console to monitor and configure anti-DDoS service. As an IT admin, I would like to access the DDoS Management Console from public network, so I create a public network that can exchange routes with my Juniper MX gateway to serve as a floating public IP address pool. Now, I have all 4 networks up and running. Next, I will spin up the DDoS Secure service and chain that between the DDoS Left VN and DDoS Right VN. Here I create a service template named DDoS Service Template. It is important to set the service mode as transparent to indicate that this is a Layer 2 service. I pick the correct DDoS Secure image and define the service to have left and right interfaces to pass the traffic through, and the management interface for configuration and monitoring. Now I can spin up DDoS Secure Service instance based on the DDoS Service template. Here, I leave the left and right networks as auto-configured for Layer 2 services. After a few moments, my DDoS Service instance becomes active. To access the DDoS Management Console from anywhere, I create a policy to pass all traffic to DDoS Management VN. To direct traffic to go through my DDoS Secure service, I create another policy called DDoS Forward Policy. For all traffic from source network to DDoS Left VN to destination network DDoS Right VN, I apply the DDoS Service instance. Now let me assign a public IP address to my DDoS Service instance so that I can log onto the management console. Currently, there is no attack. But that's not going to last for very long, as I'm going to now show some attacks coming into the system. At this point, I can proceed to spawn an attacker instance inside the DDoS left VN network, and a web server instance inside the DDoS right VN network, so that I can launch attacks targeted at the web server and see how DDoS Secure service responds. Both the attacker and web server instances are up, and I go into the console of the attacker instance and launch 2 attacks. One is the TCP SYN flooding attack, and the other is the slow LoRa's attack. Going back to my DDoS Secure Management Console, you can see that DDoS Secure is currently running in logging mode, and we can start to see the inbound traffic spikes, increased CPU utilization, and skyrocketing attack levels. The Live Attacks tab shows that both the SYN flooding attack and the slow LoRa's attack have been detected, and the Temporary Backlist tab shows that the source of these 2 attacks have been identified, but the attack is not mitigated due to the logging mode. If we stop the attacks at the source, we will see DDoS Secure reporting CPU utilization and attack level returning to normal. Then we switch DDoS Secure from the logging to the defending mode, clear the attack history, and launch the same 2 attacks again. This time, we see from the DDoS Secure dashboard that the malicious traffic has been blocked, ensuring high availability of critical resources while preventing theft of valuable corporate assets. That concludes the Contrail and DDoS Secure demonstration. Thank you for watching.